I believe you can describe sports teams in 3 words. It forces you to narrow in on what really matters for every team. I don't think most teams are that complex. They have strengths, they have liabilities. And so we do the 3-word game. You guys ready for it? For the AFC, we'll do NFC tomorrow, but we'll start with AFC. Every team, every division. Here we go. AFC East, Patriots, somehow getting younger. Yes, Brady turns 42, but Gronk retired. Not only will their first 5 draft picks this year play, they drafted not only talent but need. But 3 of their top 4 draft picks last year, very good players, got hurt. They will have an infusion of 8 young players joining what was a Super Bowl winning team. I really think, and Belichick has told friends this will be his youngest, most talented and athletic team in the last several years. Yeah, Brady's old, but he'll be surrounded by some really talented youth. Dolphins. FITZ of DELUSION, as in Ryan Fitzpatrick, who is leading in the quarterback battle over Josh Rosen. Listen, Ryan Fitzpatrick has started for 7 other franchises. He is hot and cold. He's the definition of a backup quarterback. He's not consistently great, but if your starter goes down for 2 weeks, he'll give you 1 great performance. The question begs, though, what's the point? This is a rebuilding franchise that needs to figure out if Josh Rosen, like all the other quarterbacks drafted a year ago, is ready. I say throw Rosen in. How about Jets? Double their wins. Adam Gase, Le'Veon Bell, C.J. Mosley, Jamison Crowder. I don't think any team in the NFL, from general manager, coach, offensive line, star running back, star linebacker, has improved themselves more than the Jets. Now, the Giants are so loud in New York, they're stealing all the thunder, and Baker Mayfield is such a showman that Baker is getting a lot more press than Sam Darnold. But this is a real football team now that has solved their primary weakness: O-line, offensive ingenuity, and running back. Also added C.J. Mosley, one of the most dependable tacklers in the NFL, along with Jamal Adams, Leonard Williams, and their top draft pick. I think it's a team that goes to 8 wins, doubling last year's total. Bills, all on Allen. It's about Josh Allen. He wasn't very good last year. He's the wild pony we predicted. He's got a little Big Ben. He can run around, throw it downfield, but last year completed less than 53% of his throws. I actually like the coaching staff in Buffalo, and I think their defense has some talent, but you got to be all on Allen. How about AFC South? Texans. DESHAUN, DEANDRE, defense. Listen, they lost their first 3 games and then went and finished 11-5. Okay, that's fairly remarkable. They've got a great young quarterback and a great wide receiver, and I like their defensive personnel. They need help after that. Titans, MARIOTA or DIVORCE-IOTA? Okay, it's cheesy, but the guy can't stay healthy. And Tennessee now has been 9-7 3 straight years, and they do a lot of things well. O-line, running game, pass rush. They've got talent. Marcus Mariota had 7 different injuries last year. It's time to clean it up, keep him healthy, or they're moving on. Colts, best of luck. Won 9 of their last 10. Hottest team in the league until they went to Arrowhead and got silenced. But Andrew Luck has a calf injury, and maybe it's just a matter of luck. Love their own line. Love some of their young defensive players like Darius Leonard. But that calf is a problem. The Colts are in trouble. Jaguars, don't be Foles. Outside of Philly, Nick Foles is 5-7 as a starter. Stop telling me he's better than Carson Wentz. He's not close. He's a nice backup. Backups can be great, occasionally and briefly. How about the AFC West? Chiefs. Window wide open. Listen, Patrick Mahomes just turned 24. 3rd year, he's an MVP. Andy Reid has the highest winning percentage in Chiefs history and is one of the great play designers. Offensively, talent everywhere. They are going to have some questions at pass rusher. D Ford, Justin Houston gone. GM, owner, coach, quarterback, skill people, Patrick Mahomes, their Super Bowl window is wide open for the next decade. I would be shocked if they don't win at least one. Chargers. Good without Gordon. Listen, he missed 4 games last year. They were 4-0, including wins over playoff teams. And they have depth at running back. Austin Eckler. Here's the thing about the Chargers. I joked they're the Noah's Ark of the NFL. 2 good backs, 2 good receivers, 2 pass rushers, 2 good linebackers, 2 good corners. They're really good. And they're not beholden to a running back. They offered him 9, 10. That's about what I'd pay him. But this is a loaded roster. Again, there are teams out there like Houston that could die for Melvin Gordon. I just don't think the Chargers are a roster that is desperate. How about Broncos? Your average Joe, as in Flacco. He got benched for Lamar. He completed 61% of his throws. You know, Flacco's always been that guy. There are moments. He's actually kind of an interesting player on the road in big games. A couple times he outdueled Tom Brady. But in the end, the league is changing. He's not mobile. He's not as precise as I'd like. He's your average Joe. Raiders. Silver and Yap. Could they stop talking? Hard Knock starts tomorrow. The GM was a TV star. The coach is a TV star. Antonio Brown, talk. I want less talk, more W's. Hard Knock starts tomorrow. I guarantee you it's going to be absolutely fascinating, but I'm done with the talking. AFC North, Ravens, passing on passing. All right? They're going to go old school. They're going to do everything that nobody else wants to do in 2019. I'm not sure it's going to work, but I'm not sure it won't. They're very contrarian. They'll be hard to prepare for. Last year, Lamar Jackson completed 58% of his throws, but I will say they have upgraded at tight end. They've upgraded at running back. I think they drafted a wide receiver. So my guess is if he can get into the low 60%, they're okay. Bengals, disaster tailor-made, as in first-year head coach Zach Taylor. Listen, the minute this organization paid Andy Dalton, they had to make decisions on personnel, and Andy's not good enough to carry him. So this is what happens when you get a young quarterback and you have to pay him. They did, and they've never been the same team. Steelers, addition by attraction. James Conner, 12 touchdowns. Juju Smith had 1,400-plus yards receiving. Big Ben led the NFL in passing yards, and it's the best offensive line, in my opinion, in the AFC. Antonio Brown's great, but this organization has done a remarkable job in my lifetime to recruit and draft wide receivers. I think they're fine. It's less noisy. A week ago, Big Ben came out and said, you know what? I'm having a lot of fun this year. I think they'll be fine. They won't be as explosive on the perimeter, but they'll be fine. And finally, Browns, potential Kitchens nightmare. That's a Gordon Ramsay show. Freddie Kitchens is the coach. A couple years ago, 18 months ago, he was a running back coach in Arizona. He was hired by Cleveland to be a running back coach. I don't know anything about him. He quarterbacked at Alabama. He's a nice guy. He's pretty good in front of a microphone. Baker, OBJ, meddling GM, owner issues. Got no idea what I get with the Browns. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.